Welcome to my 10 underrated gems list. These are just 10 games I wished people talked about a little bit more. Some are huge titles, some are tiny, but in my eyes they all deserve a little bit more love. So without further ado, let's get to it. Evolland 2. This makes you feel like you are playing through gaming history. Starting out with 8-bit art style, followed by a 32-bit, going all the way up to the modern 3D. Mixing up different genres, it makes for a unique gaming experience. There is so much enjoyment to be had when you notice all the little nods and Easter eggs to cult classic games and AAA titles. If you're a gaming enthusiast like me, this game is a pure joy. It is a gaming love letter. Definitely give it a go. Sleeping Dogs. Now I'm not quite sure why this game doesn't get the same love and attention as other open world crime games, but it really should. At first, I took it for granted, to be honest. I thought, here we go, another GTA clone. And I was wrong. I mean, kinda wrong. It is a GTA clone at the end of the day, but the story is so gripping, you can't put it down once you start. And it's a nice change up, playing as a cop rather than a gangster. Also, being in Hong Kong is a very nice aesthetic. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot more, arcadey, shall I say, rather than the GTAs. Definitely give it a go. Chasm. This Metroidvania has somehow fallen through the cracks. It's a straight castle crawler and a modern day classic in its own right. It sees you upgrading your weapons, slicing your way through various enemies, all while conversing over a seriously appealing landscape. I love these type of new retro games. It's so much fun, and I think it just needs a little bit more love. And if there's a physical copy out there, I need to find me. Nioh II. There is not enough good words I can say about this title. It's great. Level 5 has knocked it out of the park once again. This game sees you play as a boy called Evan, who is taking back his kingdom one battle at a time. It has a very similar story to its predecessor, the cult classic Nioh II. Although most people prefer number 1 over number 2, I prefer the second instalment as it gets rid of the turn-based combat for a more active gameplay. Plus, the art style goes a long way with me. Quite frankly, at points, it's simply breathtaking. Rogue Legacy. A roguelike randomly generated medieval slog. This game is the definition of excellence. It's so much fun that at times can be punishingly difficult, but it's also very rewarding as you slice your way through ever-changing mazes. Plus, the soundtrack is absolutely banging. And because it's randomly generated, every playthrough is completely different. It's well worth your time. And I believe there's a second one out too. Although, I didn't bond as much with the second one. The first one is where my heart's at. Alice. Madness Returns. This beautiful gothic hack and slash game has so much charisma. It is a must-have play for any video game enthusiast. You play as the famous character Alice from the beloved Alice in Wonderland series, and you converse over a gothic maze straight out of a maniac's mind. This title is so beautifully dark and marvellously macabre. It's everything I love. If you haven't played it already, it's definitely worth a play. It's so gothic. Portal Knights. Now there's no point me telling you that this game is revolutionary and it broke loads of records and has loads of genius mechanics, because I'll be talking straight out my arse. But it's a great little title that needs a little bit more love. At its core, it's a Minecraft clone, although they've given it a bit of a graphic overhaul with a bit cleaner and sharper graphics, which I really prefer. And it's very cheap, and I've spent hours building little castles and underground huts. If you like Minecraft, definitely give this one a go. Days Gone. In this post-apocalyptic open-world shooter, You play as a biker who is trying to find his lost love and remember what happened to his past, slaying hordes of zombies or just outrunning them on your chopper bike. It's so much fun. There's something about this that reminds me of a cowboy game. I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe it's on the still horsey rides. Mafia II. This open world organised crime game feels like it's straight out of the brain of Martin Scorsese. It makes you feel like you are part of a real crime family. Plus, the 1940s music is great. If you like games like GTA or Saints Row, this one is definitely for you. Although, it's a lot more serious than the latter, but it's still a lot of fun. And there are points in this game that I generally dropped the controller down and was shocked about what I'm watching. Awesome. White Day, a labyrinth named school. This game sees you embark on every child's worst nightmare. What's that, you ask? Clowns, spiders, or even not being able to stay up late? Hell no, it's worse than all of those. You're locked in a school at night. I don't know why, but this is really unsettling. You see yourself play as a young boy who is snuck into a school to drop off a gift for a girl he likes, but for unseeable circumstances ends up getting trapped in there, and you have to figure out puzzles in order to escape. Now, this game was originally designed for iOS and Android, but now has been ported to many consoles. And the one I've got here includes 30 plus costumes, so if it ever gets too spooky, you can turn it up so it's a little bit more, light-hearted and comical, which at points you definitely need it because it gets spooky. Well, that was my 10 underrated gems list. Like I said at the start, these are just games I wish got a little bit more love. If there's any you feel I missed out, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if not, I'm sure this will cheer you up.